Red Lake. We'll see who shows up. See if Jason is first. Dylan, what's up? There you go. Hit the like button, Dylan. Howdy, number 2. JJ. What up, brother? Oh, goodness. Where am I at tonight, JJ? Howdy, number 3. Nope. That's where I was shooting for. Took me over 3 hours to get unloaded this morning. That tore my 14-hour clock up. I knew it'd take me an hour to get loaded, so 22 of them, there's 4 hours. Oh, I hear you. Nah, I ain't in your neck of the woods. I am in Oklahoma. I'm in Muskogee. Y'all hit that like button. I got 4 of yous and 2 likes. Hit that thumbs up. I'll spit it out. Oh, damn. So where you at? You getting ready to roll out at? Atomic, what's up? Thank you. There's 3 thumbs up. Had somebody gave me a thumbs down yesterday. Or today, I guess. Was it yesterday or today? Might have been yesterday. Or first thing this morning. I don't get them kind of people. Well, it was a floor load. 70 in Missouri. Been there, done that. In all kinds of weather too, buddy boy. Been on that sucker when you thought you was on a skating rink. Them damn rolling hills, they get bad in that ice now. Nope. She didn't get it fixed. She didn't even want to go out today. We got a Family Dollar, Dollar General or something opened up just right down the road from us. She did venture over to it. What up, James? He's on that old man shit now. You gotta at least hit that like button if you're gonna come on here and call me an old man. Good with that nonsense. And even if I am, I'm a damn good looking one, ask me. Grandma likes me. No, but she didn't have no issues with the car today, where she did last night. No. Huh. Oh, Michael, he's got a old Dodge pickup, crew cab, half ton, long bed. He bought it from a buddy of his, and he's left it there for a little farm truck for us. And I've used it a couple of times. I told her, I said, if you ain't trusting the van, drive back there and park it, get an old Dodge pickup. She didn't do that. She tried the van, it didn't act up on her. Window still just stayed down, but the other issue she had last night stayed away. So I'll deal with that this weekend. She went over there and back home. She does have to go pay the water bill. That's about a half-mile away. She's supposed to have done it today while she was out. She forgot. At Sometimers. No, I didn't. Well, she didn't go to the Dollar Tree. That's in town. She went to a dollar store. Family Dollar, General Dollar, whatever it is. I don't know. But no, that's one thing I ain't got to worry about, Mama. She don't like shopping at all. And you just damn near got to hold a gun on her and get her to go to the store. If she wasn't out of her monster, she wouldn't have went to the store today. And she likes to have her couple monsters instead of coffee. I'm in Muskogee here. Makes you want to break out in a song. Well, good day not to be in New Mexico then. I seen a truck fire down there in Wildweed, Florida. It's really wildwood. I've always called it wildweed. And I had pictures of it at one time. They might be on my laptop. Load of orange juice. And it was a grass burner truck. And he had blew a tire. He says it is getting off the highway. And it's a quarter mile from that ramp to the truck stop. He goes pulling into the TA there, and that sucker's starting to flame up. He wound up losing that brand new truck and the reefer trailer. But I'll tell you what, that orange juice was burning pretty damn good. I didn't know orange juice would burn. Guess you get it hot enough, anything will. Well, anything can catch fire. Right? What a waste of good beer. Well, thank you, Atomic. Used to have someone else on here that was always pounding that drum for me. Paul, that's who it was. I ain't seen that rascal in a little bit. I wonder what he's doing. Paul, what are you doing? In case he watches the video. That's what I drink if I drink a beer. And I got 4 of them in the icebox at the house. Miller Lite. In the bottle. Oh, I bet they were. Wonder if you get a contact buzz from it. Wonder if they got stopped on the way back to the firehouse and busted for DUI. What up, Trucker D? Oh, me, oh my. Well, I ain't gonna be on there too terribly late. I just wanted to pop on for a few minutes. Just for the heck of it. Just to see who was up and getting in trouble. You know, it's almost the bewitching hour. Depends upon where you're at in the world. They lost their electricity here a while ago. Hit another bad rain spell today. About 30 miles where it come across the turnpike. Oh no, I ain't done bud in years. Right? And actually, speaking of Richard Rawlings, I'm not a fan of his anymore. I used to be. But we just had a new lube place open up in town called Grease Monkey. I called them, see about getting oil and stuff changed on Mama's van. They got a decent price. I didn't ask them if they was associated with Richard. I got a feeling they must be, or else he would sue the hell out for using his Gas Monkey logo. Well, good for him. 7 years. Is he going to be a lifer? Tell him I said thanks for his service, Semper Fi. And no, my memory ain't worth a dead gum. Well, I used to like him, but he's turning into a real ass anymore. All that money's gone to his head. He's just too full of himself. Oh. Well, you're quite welcome. It was my honor. Oh, me, oh my. Oh, that's true, JJ. My bad. They're Gas Monkey up there. That's correct. This one is Grease Monkey. That's true. Well, Dennis ain't so bad. Dennis is normally kind of quiet and kicked back. But he's had the money for quite a while. You know, he backed a lot of Richard's moves in the beginning. And Richard was just nervous as hell about some of the stuff they did in the beginning. And now he just thinks if he's got something to do with it, like I said, he's getting full of himself. So, and I still watch some of his stuff, but it's only when I run out of other stuff. It is recording. Yeah, Dennis has got that, what is it, an off-road Jeep type place where he sells parts for off-road trucks and Jeeps. He's a big fanatic on Jeeps. And he knows his stuff about them old cars, especially the overseas ones. There was a couple of times there in the beginning where him and Richard went in on the deal, and Richard got cold feet. Dennis went ahead and bought him out, whatever his share was. Then he had already had the stuff, a sale set up, and he made a ton of money. Left Richard holding the bag, but Richard wanted out. Oh yeah, I've seen quite a few of them. I prefer counting cars with the count. Which he is a good Christian man. Well, he believes in the good Lord. Only him and God knows if he's a really good Christian man. But he's also very good patriot, and he takes care of veterans. He does get my respect on some of the stuff. And you noticed, I was just telling the wife the other day because I was catching up on a couple of them, a couple of the old ones actually. Uh, Ed Gummit, the guy from the Detailer, Rolly. I ain't seen Rolly in a while. Okay, see, you're saying the same thing, JJ. I liked Rolly. Rolly was pretty cool. Oh, and Mike always getting him into trouble. And I've seen some of Mike's work just on the show. And Mike's actually pretty good. He just got a warped head. You know, they say all artists are a little bit off in one way or another. Well, that makes you wonder where the other one, Mike's boss, the one in charge of the paint jobs, makes you wonder where his loose screw is. Because he's damn good too. Hard telling. At one time he was still trying to get his own detailing business going. What the hell are you trying to say there, James? You know, I thought I was going to like you. I can change my mind. Grandma made me some brownies that's in the back with chocolate icing. I got cold milk in the ice box. I can just hit that I'm out of here button and go eat brownies and have milk. I'm just that kind of guy. Worse yet, I won't even leave. I'll make you sit here and watch me. Evidently, some of them didn't like us talking to car shows. No, you wasn't. You hurt my feelings. Look at this one. See how, see? It's hurt bad. You know the old saying, it's hurt so bad I can't do this. Dude, I'm not that tender, trust me. I knew you was playing and I was just giving you hell over it. There you go, Kevin. They woke you up, didn't it? Love you too, brother. Crazy old man. Well, let me call one. That damn sure ain't me. Are you two brothers? Was you on the phone before you came on here and you said, let's go give him a hard way and call him an old man? I got your number. I'm doing pretty good, actually. Full of piss and vinegar tonight. Probably about the time they bury me. Ryan. No, it ain't Ryan. Ryan don't sound right. It's close, but that ain't it. You better look it up again, JJ. I ain't had no door knockers in forever. I don't play that game. When Grandma came out with me, we ended up out there in Bakersfield at the fifth wheel. Boy, did she get educated that night. I mean, all night long. No, wagon's already loaded. I'm going to the yard to drop it. I'm about an hour away. Just barely over an hour. I'm like 80 miles or something, 82 miles. Of course, this has got me going some stupid route. Well, no, it don't. It's got me going the right way. It's saying 79 miles. Now, I spent half of my day down there in the Houston area getting one kicked off and one picked up. All right. I'll believe you. I don't believe the website, but I believe you. I guess it is Ryan. That just don't sound right for some reason. I know he's damn good. Carlos, what's up, bro? You gonna stick around a few minutes tonight, or you on and gone again? I know I'm running late and it's getting into your bedtime. You're getting old. Oh, yeah. We had first got there and there was a young one out there. And she was playing with some stray dog. Was making fun of her on the CB. Grandma got mad. And why are y'all picking on that girl? I said, she's a lot lizard. How do you know? I said, too many years on the road, dear. Trust me. She wasn't buying it. Guess who was the first one knocked on the door when it got dark? Then all night long was at that little restaurant at the fifth wheel there. They don't have the restaurant at the gas station. Get the truck stop, fuel island ain't got nothing. So we went to that little restaurant over on the side there. We were talking to a couple other truck drivers. She said, I think I'm just going to make a sign that says, wife on board, husband don't need nothing. One old man told her, said, darling, they're just going to ask if you want company. Yeah. And she's like, no. And they're like, oh, yeah, they will. No. Well, relaxing is good, man. I'm over here in Muskogee. Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA. And the man was not from here. Exactly. Well, James, there's a few of my stories back in the archives. Actually, that one's back in there somewhere. I had some damn roller items out of Love's when I stopped and fueled earlier. It was getting time for my evening meal, or my evening meds. They got me on a new pill that I got to eat before I take it. I got a lady doctor, physician's assistant, and she's old Texas farm gal, literally. And when she tells me, you make sure you eat with this one. She says, you won't like the consequences if you don't. I take her at her word. She's a sweetheart. She's good. Got a hell of a bedside manner. She's almost as good as my last one, but my last one was a jarhead. He was a medic in the Marine Corps. Thought we were friends. Hell, I've done came over your way how many times and you just can't come see me. If we was friends, you'd done been over there and shook my hand and sat down and did a live stream or something with me. Always something. And I don't want to hear the excuses. Uh-huh. I don't do them. That jarhead doctor of mine, and he was a PA as well. He gave me some of them. Them rascals that give you a headache in the wrong head. Oh, shit. We did the half a pill and the whole bit, and I was like, nah. No, thank you, sir. Oh. Hey, that's the problem with talking to me, man. I'll tell you the truth. You got a damn Freightliner with the '01, the Dukes of Hazzard '01 on it. It's orange. I can't read all the writing on it, but I bet you he don't take that damn Freightliner and go jumping the hills and the bridges at the, what did they name that song, or that car? But anyway, General Lee. Oh, JJ, I'm pulling your chain, brother. I know the issues you're dealing with. Well, it is what it is. Sooner or later, we'll hook up. What you should feel bad about is not making me any damn videos on cooking any kind of Cajun food. You got me doing the Papa Joe version of dirty rice and all that stuff. It just don't turn out the same. Although sometimes it's better than some of that trash you get in the restaurants. That one little place that I was at, I don't remember the name of it now. Man, they had some good food in there. Trying to remember the name of the place. Boy, my memory sucks. I can't handle the headache. Me and Grandma are getting too damn old for any 4-hour nonsense. That was 20 years ago. All right, James, get to bed. You're getting old. I understand. You youngins got to go. Appreciate you stopping in. Jeff, appreciate you coming in. Howdy. See, James is leaving, so you come in. I got you. You know James, don't you? I don't blame you. I tried to leave. They wouldn't let me. Oh, he's just all over the damn place. Last time I talked to him, he was heading west. That was several days ago. With them team driving and all that, it's hard telling. They covered ground pretty good. Might make a truck driver out of him yet, I ain't sure. 12 people and 7 thumbs up, huh? Wonder what's up with that. What up, Joe? I'm in Muskogee, Oklahoma. I don't know where Jim is. Oh, yeah, I do. He's heading for Searcy, Arkansas, going up there to that Walmart. I used to go to that place many a year ago. Shit, 20 years ago. I used to go there a lot. Boy, if they ain't changed, he'll be there a while. Thank you, Carlos. Yeah, right now he's in Bald Knob, Arkansas. I just seen his Facebook post before I started this up. Said it's in Bald Knob and head to Searcy. I didn't give him no heads up about the. All right, James, take it easy, bro. I didn't give him no heads up about that Walmart up there. He's still in the learning phase. After that heart attack he had with lumper fees, wait until he gets to that Walmart. At least all the Walmarts have set prices now. They used to have some crazy prices. And I was told damn near a year ago that Walmart was doing away with their lumper fees. I don't go to enough Walmarts anymore, thank you, Lord, to know what their policy is anymore. It's quit raining. It's around 70 degrees. It was like 72 when I turned the truck off half hour or so ago. And I've been here an hour. It's pretty near time for me to go to bed. I had me a couple bites of brownies to get something on my stomach before I take my bedtime meds. That's a good excuse, right? Nah, I don't idle. Unless it's really hot or extremely cold. I've got that bunk cooler heater back there. If it's below 35, the truck idle, and if it's above 85, it idle. But right now, with it being 70, I'd have to sit here and keep tapping that throttle every 4 minutes or whatever it is. And it gets so dadgum noisy on these videos. I've watched a few of them where I've been sitting there idling. You can damn sure hear the truck. So tonight I'm just sitting here enjoying the evening. Shooting the bull with y'all. Got both windows cracked real good. Picking on a few of you. Those that I think can handle it, I'm picking on them. Might start on Carlos next, just give me something to do. JJ's always a target. See? No, it ain't the Jake brake. It's this thing starting to shut down. Then I'll tap that throttle, which gives it fuel and makes it go ahead and continue to idle. When you hear that, you know I just tapped that throttle because it was shutting down. Then it'll be good for 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever it is. This has Jake brakes, but I don't even run them on it. I had that W9, I wouldn't run it without them. I'd turn them off in the truck stops. Every once in a while I'd forget. Boy, I'd let off that throttle to slow down for whatever, and them Jakes would stand me on my nose. But I only did it in that W9 because it had them 6-inch straight pipes on it. It had a good set of Jakes. I just loved the sound of it. I almost made a foolish decision and Got me an old feeder car here a few days ago. But I came to my senses. I didn't do it. Big old stretched out apartment. That was the way that I wanted to go out at one time. What's happening, Lone Wolf? I'm sitting here picking on people. If I start on you, can you handle it? Some of them can't, you know. But yeah, I decided I'm too damn close to retirement to do that owner-operator nonsense again. And it's such a long truck, 315-inch wheelbase. It'd be hard to put it anywhere. Well, hell, that's why I pick on you, JJ. I figured that's the only way you're going to get a shower and a bath is if I pick on you, make you cry. And no, I don't give towels out either. Yeah, turn the fan on. Get blow dried. Y'all ain't got a clue how happy I was to get my grass mowed the other day. That stuff was ridiculous. It was getting tall. That mower I got, it's a beast. And of course, you wouldn't love me if I wasn't. But there was some patches of that back there in the back 40 that shit, I had to step on it, get the deck all the way up. Did to get through it. Some of it got pretty bad. And if it ain't overly wet, I need to do it again this weekend. Parts of it. I like a good looking yard, and I don't like mine to look like crap, and it was getting bad. So, the 13 speed. Well, where was you having problems at? 13 speed ain't nothing but a glorified 10. You're splitting the top three is what you're doing. And it's all in the RPMs. You got to listen to that motor. You listen to that motor, it's just like dancing. You listen to that motor and it'll tell you when to step. So, and chances are you're trying to shift it out too fast. And if that ain't the problem, then you ain't got your RPMs right, is what I'm going to bet on. Yep, that's right, Carlos. Nice and easy. And so many of them want to try speed shifting and stuff. Don't do it. And don't be afraid to hit that clutch. I'm sure you're floating gears. Don't be afraid to use that clutch until you get used to the floating them in that 13. Oh, that splitter ain't a problem. You'll learn to like it. Especially climbing mountains. Yep. Well, if you're not getting them right high enough shifting up, then you're not going to get them high enough shifting down. A lot of people, first thing they do is they do get it down pat on upshifting. But then when they go to drop a gear, and I'm talking about floating, then when they go to downshift, you really got to get them up there. So, yeah, it sounds like an RPM problem. What's up, trash hauler? Just keep working on it, brother. And like Carlos says, nice and slow. Slow and easy. You know? Just remain calm, slow and easy. Listen to that motor. You've been listening to the 10 speed and all of that, and surely by now you're not sitting there watching that RPM gauge to change gears. You're hearing the motor and it's telling you when to change gears. That 13's going to do the same thing, man. If you'll just listen to it, it'll talk to you and it'll tell you, change. Oh yeah, hell, I barely use a clutch. Now I shift any way I have to. What's up, say what? That's what I've told them in some of the videos. Yeah, I float my gears. Basically, the clutch is for starting and stopping. And once you get started, then you're floating your gears. However, we all end up in no man's land. That's where either we've spaced out what gear we're in, or something's happened where we had to hit the brakes real hard or whatever, and the RPM, the road speed, and all that's not matching up, and now you're searching for a gear. I call that no man's land. And you'll damn sure be using a clutch there. And sometimes a little bit of force where you say, nah, the hell, in there! And you make it go into a gear. So, but no, you need to be able to do both. Use the clutch, double clutch, and float gears, in my opinion. Now, you've got some companies that will tell you that they don't want you floating gears because you don't get it all the way in the hole and blah, blah. Hogwash. If you're floating your gears right, it's going to go in the hole. You know? Well, thank you. Say what? That's a compliment. Venom, what's up? Yep, that's a fact. You know, you ever read and not watch the movie? They did make a movie, which the movie was okay. But Grapes of Wrath, it's about the Depression. And I forget where they was in Oklahoma, I think. They was heading to California. And they took an old car, I don't remember what kind, made a truck out of it. And they moved west. Henry Ford played in it, I think. But in the book, he's talking about when they first took off and all this, and they're driving. And he said he was listening to the car, or the truck. He said he was listening with his ears, his eyes, his hands, his butt, his feet. You feeling the floor. Is there a vibration? You know, that's how he was using his feet. Same thing with his hands on the steering. You know, he was feeling for any shake, any wobble. And it's the same thing with a truck. You know, you've got to be in sync with your truck going down the road. Where I could be talking on the phone, and if my truck does something stupid and out of the ordinary, pow, it'll snap. Now, what the hell was that? You know, one of them deals. You got to get in sync with your truck. You're right, Carlos. You like them little finger things, don't you? It's a good movie. If you haven't read the book just blows the movie out of the water. Back in the day, I used to love reading. I don't read hardly anymore. But back in the day, I did. And actually, my ex-wife was supposed to read that book for psychology. And she wasn't a reader at all. So I wound up reading the book for her and told her about it and wrote a report on it. But, oh man, that's one of the best books I've ever read. And like I said, I used to read a lot. Oh. Glendale, Kentucky. Been there, done that. Oh no, JJ. I don't want another manual. Well, it depends if it's going to hurt the training and all that. Uh, if you're talking about that 13 speed, if you got a heavy load, you really need to use it. You probably can go without it. You know, I don't recommend it myself. Now don't get me wrong, I skip gears and all that stuff. When you're floating it with a 13 speed, especially on the bottom, the old golden rule was that you can skip them on the bottom, on the low range, on the low side, you know, your lower gears. But once you start getting up to road speed and you're using your tall gears, your high gears, you didn't skip them. So personally, I don't think you should skip them for a couple reasons. One, you don't want to get in the habit of skipping them, and it's easily done. Two, you've got to learn how to do it sooner or later. Learn now. And him saying when you get on the road, I'm not sure what he means by that, but if he's talking about once you get on the interstate, well, hell, once you're up to speed, you're not going to be splitting them that often. So, yeah, you really, in my opinion, you need to shift it out like you're supposed to. And technically, at this point, I wouldn't suggest you to skip any of them except one or two, you know, first or second. Because if you're not real heavy, who takes off in first gear? Really? You know, I don't know anybody that does. All of us pretty much takes off in second or third. If you're not a heavy load, then yeah, I can see taking off in second or third and then skipping third or fourth, whatever your next gear is. Common practice. But once you start getting up there on the top end, you don't need to be skipping them gears. It might not hurt the training, but it can hurt you and your habits. Right now you're forming habits. You're learning and forming habits. Form the right ones. Learn the right habits. And it doesn't have to be your last question. If you got questions, throw them out there. We just been talking trash about TV shows and whatnot. I ain't got a problem talking about real stuff at all. So if you got real stuff, throw it out. We'll talk about it. Carlos, you throw in on what he was just saying there. There you go. You see what Say What just said, Lone Wolf? David Crowley has real good YouTube videos on shifting and backing. There you go. Go check him out. I seen one, I don't know who the guy was. He was kind of young, early 30s maybe, a little bit heavy set. He was a big boy. Not a big old fat guy, but he's just a big old country boy looking guy. And he made a damn good video on 18th Street. He dry shifted, ran you through it dry shifting. Then he fired it up, took off, and showed you how to do it going down the road. A damn good video. He did a good job on it. There you go, Carlos. Same thing I'm saying. Cool. Well, there you go. Carlos is telling you about somebody. I ain't going to try to pronounce it. Right there, Lone Wolf. Dude, guess what? You're going to mess up. We all do. Did you watch my video this morning? You know, I was running around on streets I wasn't supposed to be on. You're going to mess up. Just accept it. It's not a matter of if you're going to mess up. It's a matter of when. So just accept it and do what you got to do. And when you do mess up, correct it. I mean, you know, it's that simple. Damn sure understand being nervous and intimidated by it, blah, 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 that's normal. If you wasn't, then you would have the problem. So as long as you're nervous and stuff, you're normal, you're doing good. Now, just don't let it get the best of you. That's the secret right there. Don't blame me, JJ. I didn't buy you your first cigarette. Dylan, what's up? Oh, yeah. George, what's going on? Yeah, it's called Walmart. Depending upon what you're taking, I assume that you've done made sure that it was legal for you to take out here. Some meds will forfeit your health card. But yeah, I know several people that have their scripts called into Walmart, and you just hit a Walmart and have them pull it up. However they do it, I don't know. Yeah, they lost their electricity here again. Well, no, you're not thinking too much in it. That's what makes you a good driver. And that's where I've told many of people to watch and study all the other trucks, whether they're doing good or bad. You watch how they're turning, how they're maneuvering, and that's where you're saying, okay, why did he turn like that? Okay, look how he, a J hook. If you can master a J hook, fishing hook, whatever you want to call it, that's one of the best maneuvers you can learn for turning in the city at intersections, at the streets and stuff. And sometimes you can't make the turn. I have made many a four-wheeler and or big truck back up to give me room to make the turn. One of my favorite things to do is if they pull up past the stoplight, here's the stop line and they're up here, and some of them, they'll have their whole damn car past the stop line, sitting there waiting. I love to make them move or back up. Learn how to stop at the damn stop line. There you go, Carlos. You are correct. Good advice. That's true, and I get out and look myself to this day. If you don't know where your stuff is, get out and look. That's a fact. All right, George, have a good day, brother. I hope I answered whatever your question was. Oh, goodness. Well, that truck left. He didn't want to park beside me. That's good. He was idling. I didn't want him parked beside me. I put my window back down now. Matter of fact, it ain't raining. I'll put it all the way down. They've been having some pretty good storms around here, and they keep losing their electric on the fuel island. All right, George, you be careful, bro. Yes, sir, Carlos. I'm glad to have someone besides myself giving some good answers. You out of here too, Lone Wolf? You be safe, brother. Practice and remain calm. Listen to the truck. It'll talk to you. You'll be all right. Remain calm. which that sounds easy from this side of the screen. I remember where he's at. First time I drove a Super 10. Boy, I'd been out here about 5 years when I got in that Super 10. Man, that thing dealt me fits. I literally stopped. I was on the back roads in Missouri, middle of the night. I literally stopped and pulled the visor down, and I'm sitting here reading the instructions on how to shift this damn truck. And I took off again. Oh, it was a trip. A few hours later, I was heading down to Nolens. I'm on the CB, and I was telling them, I said, this Super 10's kicking my ass. I don't get it. Boys came on the radio and said, son, I'll tell you one time. Turn your Jake brakes on low, and you'll be all right. Never heard another word out of it. What did I do? I kicked my damn Jake brakes on low when I tried it. Worked perfect. The whole problem I was having was the RPMs weren't dropping fast enough, which was notorious for them Super 10s. Okay, I got this. Never had any more troubles out of it. Oh, it took 33 minutes. From the time I went off duty to the time I finally made on the fuel island and fueled, took 33 minutes. I got my 30-minute break in. Then I went on duty because you got to show a little on duty for your fueling. I went on duty and showed fueling, ran in less than 5 minutes. I had all my stuff, receipt, done use the bathroom, washed my hands, got my ice, grabbed me the roller items to munch on, and I was out the door. As I was getting in my truck, the truck behind me was pumping the DEF, and after I got situated, I started pulling up. He had just climbed into his truck and pulled up behind me. But there was some of them drivers on there knowing that there's a line behind them because them other 3 islands was out. They's in there flirting and talking and carrying on and taking way too damn long. And the hell of it is, there was parking spots. If they was going to take that long, they could have parked up and then went in there to flirt with the girls, which I don't get that anyway. If they're not married, they don't want to be, and they ain't interested in damn truck drivers. Leave them alone. Pay for your stuff, get out the door. That's just me. Now, don't get me wrong. If they're not busy, I'll joke with them and carry on. I ain't flirting with them and try and get no date, but I'll joke with them and carry on. But I'm on out the door, you know? You know, I was just talking to a buddy of mine. As soon as he gets out of the way. Just talking to a buddy of mine today. He's here in Oklahoma. He don't drive no more. There's an old farmer that he met, he knows. This farmer's got a 1979 International cab over, has 1,300 miles on it. 1,300. He had bought it way back in the day, was going to make a camper out of it when he retired. And he had another truck he was driving, and he never did do anything with that cab over. Which got me and him talking, because that's what I started in. It wasn't a 79, it was like an 85. But I started driving in an International cab over. No. Yeah, I remember them very well. Not only do you get whiplash, how many times did you bust your shins just grabbing that bar and sliding, throwing yourself out the door and sliding down, or using the tire for a step instead of the steps, have your foot slide there. I literally have a place in my shin. Let me see if I can still find it. But I had a place in my shin, I can't find it tonight, where I could still feel a little bit of bone fragment moving around under the skin, where I'd busted it on one of them lug nuts flying out of one of them rascals. Oh, they could abuse you. Well, no, you abused you. They were just the tool, the instrument. Yeah, I almost told him when we was talking. Yeah, exactly. I almost told him when we was talking today I wouldn't mind driving one again, but damn, I don't want to have to climb up in and out of them anymore. I'm a wee bit older and a whole lot bigger. Back in them days, I was still skinny as a pencil. Oh, goodness. Well, but pulling kingpins, that's only stupid. If I ever seen somebody pulling someone's kingpin, I'd have a big problem. There would definitely be some issues. Because that ain't nothing but stupid. And if you're already mad because the fuel island's being held up by this moron, you pull his kingpin, now his shit's going to fall. Well, that fuel island's going to be tied up for hours now. Because it's probably going to break the landing gear. And if it doesn't break the landing gear, it's going to break his glad hand hoses when he goes pulling off. I mean, there's going to be serious damage. And there's going to be serious time involved to correct this damage. So, no, pulling kingpins that's wrong, any way you spell it. If you've got a problem with a driver like that, don't do something stupid like pull a kingpin. Man up and go in there and get in his face. And yes, I have done it. Not pull a kingpin, I've got in their face. I went up there and beat on their door while they're sitting here eating a sandwich, waiting on their 30-minute break, and tell them, get your shit off the fuel island. You got people blocked back here. And there's a lot of them big major companies that are doing that nonsense, the drivers. Because they pull up there to fuel and they start their 30-minute break while they go get their stuff. And now they want to sit here because if they release their brake, that logbook's going to automatically kick over to the drive. And they'll have started again. Well, if you're driving a piece of crap like that, park it. That's the only thing I agree with that feller. What I don't agree with is him talking about pulling a kingpin. Wrong. Any way you spell it, wrong. But, once again, that's just my opinion. Garlic cloves. Now, Carlos, bull hides. I had to haul 3 different loads of bull hides out of Texas, up there around Detroit somewhere. Was it Detroit or Chicago? Up there by the Great Lakes to a tannery. And down there in Texas, they had already had the acid wash and all that stuff. My ex-wife rode with me on one of them. And I told her, I said, you need to use the bathroom and everything right now. Because when we start rolling, I ain't stopping. She didn't believe me. And finally she said she had to use the bathroom. I hit a rest area. And I said, you get out and close that door fast. Were you going in? No, I'm not. I'm sitting right here. Why? I don't want to walk past that trailer. And boy, she walked by that and she was ready to throw up. You talk about stink. And that shit just dripping down out of your trailer. Oh, it was nasty. And you ain't gonna just remember that back in those days they had all that plywood and stuff. Man, them things stunk. Yeah, buddy. That's like we used to, I literally started as a chicken hauler. I didn't last long with JB. I started with JB and them cab overs. That didn't last long, about 8 months, and I was out of there. We agreed that I wasn't a good fit for their company. Well, then I went to work for an chicken outlaw outfit there in Missouri. And one of the things that we would haul was all the bones and all that stuff, the skeletons out of the chicken factories. We'd take it down by Springfield. Might have been to Joplin, I don't remember, but down in that area. And they would basically, you'd be there for hours too. They was working out of the trucks, literally, running a line out of the trucks. And man, them trailers got to stinking. And when me and Grandma Rose was dating, I had one of them trailers, and I was over in the Carolinas somewhere going to pick up t-shirts. And I pulled in there. It was on a Friday morning, late morning. They rejected that trailer because it stank so bad. Well, I took it to the truck wash, got a washout, had the lemon spray and all that. It wasn't too bad when they got done with it. I got back over there, they rejected it again because now the stink's still coming out. It's literally coming out of the damn plywood. I mean, it was bad. So all right, well, we'll try Monday. So I went and got 5 pounds of coffee. It was a reefer. And it had that corrugated bottom floor in it. I poured 5 pounds of coffee in that rascal. And I closed it up and turned that reefer on and ran it all weekend. When I got back over there Monday morning, the walls was froze. So I didn't have to worry about the stink or anything coming out of them. And I opened them doors and coffee would knock you down. The old boy said, well, I guess it don't hurt to have t-shirts smell like coffee. And they loaded me. But me and Grandma Rose sure did talk a long time that weekend. That back before cell phone, so I was on the old calling card. I don't know. I spent a couple $100 that weekend on phone calls, I guarantee you. Carlos, they're after you, man. I like garlic, but you know, that's just like your vegetables and stuff that you buy, your canned goods. Now, all of us have been to different packing plants, and I don't know, back in the day we used to be able to kind of peek around. Nowadays they don't want you to. Afraid you might get hurt. But you know, they're running, say, green beans. They're running green beans out of that vamp and they're canning them. And they're putting the labels on them and they're packing them up. As soon as they get this amount ran for Walmart brand, Always Save or whatever their brand is, well, now they're going to start running Del Monte. All they do is change the damn labels. They don't change nothing about them green beans. They're still coming through. And these people that want to buy name brand, I tried telling them. And some of them, they're just so sold on, oh no, name brand's better. No, it ain't. It's the same stuff. I've seen it. Oh no. Okay. Buy name brand. Needless to say, if it ain't on sale, I don't buy name brand. Take it easy, George. Oh, no, thank you. Leave it to say what? Come up with something like that. Damn, girl. Ah, I think you're a girl. I forget. No, I don't like nothing from Walmart. I'm a lot better. Grandma used to didn't like going to Walmart with me. I detest Walmart with a passion for numerous reasons. And now that the old man's dead, it's even worse. Walmart used to treat their drivers real good. Boy, they don't treat them near as good as they used to anymore. Oh, dadgum. It's 11:15 my time. We've been on here over an hour. Folks, I'm going to have to sign off here and force myself to eat a couple bites of brownie so I can take my meds, go to bed. I got to get up early. Y'all remember, the good Lord loves you, so do I. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for coming in. It was a damn good chant tonight. I enjoyed it. Good live stream. That's a fact. All right, good night, everybody. Love y'all. Thanks for coming in. We'll visit again tomorrow night. Good night.